I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Holy men, defense is high. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Never let their brothers slide. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Holy men, prepare to die.
I got the 4 rivers. Where's the brother at? You in here tonight? There you go. All right. Any questions in the room besides Murad? Go ahead.
I I actually wanted to get I forget which book it is in the Bible. It's the one that we talked about actually last week about the brother. He went before the parents and actually asked before the parents to marry his daughter.
And Tobit.
Yeah, kind of concept. I actually wanted I want to know like what book that's in the Bible.
Okay, that's the entire book of Tobit is about this brother going to marry his sister when he was at a poor, very impoverished time in his life, and the trials he had to go through to be able to claim that woman. The entire book of Tobit is about that. So that, what particular part do you mean when he went and talked to the parents? That should be about 4 or 5. Somebody look up Tobit 4. No, just the shades. Check out Tobit 4. That's when he goes and I believe he speaks to her mother and her father. His father is the one that sent him on a mission to go claim this woman. An angel of the Most High accompanied him, and he brought his dog. And they went on a journey, brother, an adventure to go get this woman. All right, so, and then finally, that's when they got there and they went to the house. The woman, of course, had killed 7 men already who tried to lie in her bed. She killed them on her marriage night, so she was going through a horrible time. She was suicidal. She was very close to committing suicide. That's also in the scriptures. If you need these things, I can show you the verses where they are, right?
Okay, hey,
but just tell me in what particular parts of the story are you looking for?
You said it all. You know, that's all.
You good to go, Sal? Just read the book of Tobit, all right? Anything else? Questions? Let's get the 4 rivers then. Ready to rock? Here it is. Let's read the scripture first about the 4 rivers, okay?
Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden.
And a river, everyone has heard of the Garden of Eden, right? Everyone knows about that. A river went out of Eden to water the Garden of Eden. Keep going.
And from thence it was parted.
And from the Garden of Eden, it was parted, meaning it split. Go ahead.
And became into 4 heads.
And it became into 4 heads. So it split, this river split into 4. Right? 4 heads, meaning 4 big major parts. Let me slide it back, all right?
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
The first, it's like the name of the first is Pison.
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the first river. Keep going.
That is it which which compasseth the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold.
Havilah is in. Oh man, I want to say Saudi Arabia, but I forget. Sloppy, 1 second with that. I want to say it's Saudi Arabia, but I believe it's Sheba, the land of Sheba, which I believe is a part of Saudi Arabia. All right, but I'll double check with General Yohanna about that. Keep going.
And the land, and the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon.
So what you need for this breakdown is the name of the lands, which is What's the first one?
Have you lost, right?
The first, no, what's the name of the first river?
Oh, Pison.
Pison, second river.
Gihon.
Gihon, third river.
Hiddekel.
Fourth river.
Euphrates.
Euphrates. Those are the 4 rivers that encompass the land of Israel. Now, when you go and look at, now those rivers today, no one knows where those rivers are, right? Mainly because, of course, no one knows that what the true borders of the nation of Israel are, right? Of course, in the Israelite school of UPK, we know exactly what the true borders of the nation of Israel is. Someone pull up a map of the Middle East right here, please, all right? On the screen. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it, please.
Donovan's Bible Dictionary, page 461. Pishon or Pisa, KJV Pisa, first of the 4 rivers of Eden, flowed around the whole land of Havilah. Conjectures as to its identification are almost as numerous as the rivers of the Persian Gulf.
That's the point I was trying to make earlier. No one knows where it is. Everyone has a ton of conjecture, what it might be. Let me show you the land of Israel, all right? Here is the land of Israel. You see that map in the back? That map in the back is, one second, let me find it. That map in the back is right here. That's what you're looking at right there in the back of the room. Right here, because this is where the country of Israel is today. Right there, all right? That map in the back is right here. This is the land of Israel. This entire thing right here. That's the land of Israel, right? This thing that I'm circling. So what do you have inside of Israel? Iran, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. And Afghanistan and Pakistan. This right here, what you would call the Middle East. Whenever you hear the term the Middle East, that's the land of Israel, all right? Is this entire thing all the way down to this horn right here of Africa, right down here. Anybody gets it? That's the land of Israel, okay? The rivers, the Garden of Eden is the land of Israel. Eden is what? Eastward in Eden. When people say the Middle East, what do they mean? What does that term mean? You can look it up if you need to. Go ahead.
It's a political term, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What do they mean by it?
I'm not sure.
Let's look it up.
Kind of a concept, I believe I have.
You got it.
Says Middle East definition: region in Western Asia and Northeast Africa that includes the nations of the Arabian Peninsula, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Turkey.
I'm here, so like I forgot. Go ahead, read it one more time. No, what I need more is where the word comes from. Why do they call it that? Not what it is, but why do they refer to it as the Middle East? You can find it, let me know. If not, I gotta move on. Go ahead.
The term Middle East may have originated in the 1850s in the British India Office. However, it became more widely known when American naval strategist Alfred Thayer Mahan used the term in 1902 to designate the area between Arabia and India.
I'll explain. That's correct, but I'll explain. It starts with the belief that the Jerusalem is the center of the world, right? That was a very popular notion. Why? Because every powerful nation on the planet Earth always wanted to inhabit the Holy Land, which is why it's called the Holy Land. And it's considered the Holy Land by Muslims, Arabs, and Christians. Every major religion considers Jerusalem to be the Holy Land. They're fighting wars over that land to this very day, all right? So it starts with the belief that Israel is the center of the world, right? You combine that with the belief that the eastern part of the Roman Empire is the dark part of the Roman Empire, or the black part of the Roman Empire. And the western part of the Roman Empire is the white part. Why? Because they fought a war called the Great Schism. The Galati against the Neri, which is black against the white in Italian. All right? They fought a war, and that's when society began to separate itself from East and West, meaning the eastern part of Rome and the western part of Rome. To this day, Western society is considered to be what? Those of you that watch the news. If someone says in Western society, what do they mean? Go ahead. They mean America. Even though America is not in the West, is not Western society in the West. The earth as a globe, there is no West. It's a big circle, right? But in this circle, people, politicians decide this is the center of this circle, right? And they call it the Middle East. East because of the eastern part of the Roman Catholic Church, which is where they considered the black people to come from, which is where the Byzantine Empire was, which is where all of these icons we have on the walls come from the eastern part of the Roman Catholic Church, from the Byzantine Empire, all right? The term Middle East comes from that. It's a political term that comes from that, all right? So the land that people consider the Middle East, all of this right here, one correction, it does not include Africa. You see Africa right here, right?
Oh,
this is Africa. This is not the Middle East. Right. This is where the Israelites crossed over and left out of Egypt and went into land. They crossed this right here to leave Egypt and to go over into our land, which is now today Saudi Arabia, but which is actually our land. You see how close it is to Egypt, right?
Oh, God.
They left from here and they went to there. They wandered all around here, wandered. Boom, they got to right here, which is where our land begins. So that line right there, you take it up, take Iran, Pakistan, some of Pakistan, not this whole thing of Pakistan, but some of Pakistan like that. Right? That's why David fought so many wars with all these people around about here, fought tons of wars. That's why the Lord hates who? The Ethiopians. Right. He hates them because they were living on our border. And we fought so many wars with the Ethiopians all the time. All right? It's the Egyptians. They live right here on our border. And like any nation that lives so close to you, you fight them. That's right. All right? We would also fight these people over here, this part of Pakistan, which is where big tall cats. What are their names? Say again? Not the Edomites. The big tall, the one Goliath. The Philistines. That's correct. Right there in that part of what's now today Pakistan. Go ahead.
Okay, what is this? Where do they come with this map then? And then how we know like the actual
map? This is someone making a biblical map. So they changed the names to biblical names. This is, of course, not, it's an idea. It's art. You understand? It's art. It's not, correct according to the map in space and legitimacy, but it's a piece of artwork about the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
It's like so where you just circled, that's the land of Israel. That's the biblical map.
That's correct. Well, I'm showing you what the natural border. This is the map today, but I'm showing you what these rivers would encompass. I'm about to give you the rivers right now. All right, come on.
Since it's art, that means it's fake, right there.
Yeah, it's like it's not accurate it's not like a fact. It's like any picture that you draw or that you like, or you make it based on you imagining what you're reading in the scriptures. You get the point, all right? Because, of course, they've taken our land and divided it up. So our land and the borders of our land are no longer there, which is why no one can find these rivers because they're gone. You understand? No one calls these rivers these names anymore. No one knows where these rivers are at. But, of course, we've been around since 1969. So you can imagine how far back the men in charge of this school have researched this, went over to the land of Israel 3 times, at least for General Yahanna, to find constant research and update it and look for it until they know where these rivers are. And I'll give them to you right now. All right? Here are the 4 rivers in the book of Genesis. The first river is called the what again?
Pison.
Pison. The name of that river today is the Gulf of Aden. The Gulf of Aden. That's what they call that river today. All right? You ready for the next one? Let me know. What's the name of the second river?
Gihon.
The second river, which is in the Bible, its true name is Gihon. That river today is the Red Sea. The Red Sea. I'll show you some of that on the map also right there. All right, go ahead.
The third river is Hiddekel.
Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel is the Tigris River. The Tigris River. Next one.
The fourth is Euphrates.
And the fourth is the Euphrates today. All right. Now the Red Sea. I'm pretty sure this is the Red Sea right here. This big thing. You see how big a river is? A body of water, flowing water that flows into either an ocean or a sea. That's the definition of a river, right? So you see how the river is. I'm sorry.
If I can pull it up on Google Maps and it'll show.
Let me do it right here since it's a wider view. All right. You see how it's wide right here? A river or a sea isn't like it isn't one length all the way through. You understand? This part flows into that. You understand? This is the river. This part that flows right into the Red Sea, which is considered the Red Sea because it flows right into the Red Sea. But of course, this is the large, wide part that this flows into. Everybody sees that? That's water right there flowing into the Red Sea. All right? The Red Sea is one of those rivers. I gave them to you just now. I'll give them to you one more time, all right? The first one, which is the Pison, today is called the Gulf of Aden. The second is the Red Sea. The third is the Tigris River. And the fourth is the Euphrates. That's your four rivers. Everybody understand? All right. Next question. Morale, you up?
I got something.
Somebody in the back had their hand up? You got your hand up, brother? Go ahead.
The breakdown on Luke 16:9.
Luke 16:9. What do you have, Morale?
I got something from the brothers last week that couldn't get their question answered.
All right, I'll get to those. Let me get Luke 16:9 quickly, all right? Luke 16:9. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 16 and verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitation.
Was this one of the ones from last week also? This wasn't on the question. This is an excellent scripture right here, right?
Yeah, this is a different one.
This is a scripture that completely, and I mean completely, explains the Christian church in every way. Remember, we teach in the Israelite school of UPK. The Christians teach gray area. That's their thing. The things are gray. Things are hard to understand. In the UPK, we teach black and white.
Right.
Everything in life is black and white. That gray area is why we die so much in America.
Right.
It's why we struggle and stumble in the daylight. It's why we don't ever know exactly what to do or what we should do, because there's no clear right and wrong. You understand? There's no clear right and wrong. Right? Some things are wrong, but if you're struggling enough, but if you need to do it, but if you might have to, that gray area is why blacks and Hispanics die. In the Bible, there is no gray area. And this scripture completely explains preachers. Everything you've ever wondered about them, every curiosity you've had about them is explained in this one scripture, and it's black and white. I'll do it briefly, all right? Let's go. Let's go up 2 verses.
Verse 7. Then he said to another, and how much owest thou? And he said,
skip above it.
Verse 6. And he said, 100 measures.
2 more.
Verse 4. I am resolved what to do, that when I am put
2
out.
more.
Verse 2. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give and a
2 more. This is longer than I thought, huh?
And he said,
2 more. I thought it was 1 verse. 2 more.
And he said, it's like Luke 16:1.
Mm-hmm.
And he said also to his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward.
Okay, listen to this breakdown very carefully. Pay attention. There was a certain rich man that had a steward. What's a steward? A servant. That's what the name steward means A steward is a servant. This is a rich man. He's the boss, and he has a servant. All right, go ahead.
And the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods.
Break it down. The same what?
Same servant.
The same servant was accused unto who?
His boss.
His boss, the rich man, that he had done what? Read.
That he had wasted his goods.
Break it down.
The rich
Knock.
man-
You lost some of the food, you lost some of the stuff.
He lost some of his goods. So someone accused the rich man's servant of wasting the rich man's money, of blowing his money, of messing up his money. The steward is in charge of the rich man's money, like being a cashier at McDonald's, right? If you're a cashier at McDonald's, the person who owns McDonald's is expecting you to manage their money, their burgers and fries, and keep their cash in that cash register. Well, imagine, you know, being the general manager of every McDonald's, and you work for the man, you work for Ronald McDonald, the clown. I think the guy's name is Ray Kroc, I think. But you work for the clown. And now someone accuses you of wasting his money, of squandering it, of mismanagement, of incompetence. You understand? Keep going.
And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee?
Who called who?
The rich man called the steward.
The rich man called the steward and said, how is it that I hear this of you? Why am I hearing that you're wasting my money? Why am I hearing this? That you're completely incompetent at managing my affairs. Why am I hearing this about you? Go ahead.
Given an account of thy stewardship.
Again?
Accounts, like I get
Account. That's what that would mean today. Give an account of your stewardship, which would mean what? Please, Oscar.
Got the money, sir. Get it right.
Yeah, tell me what you've done with my money. I want to see the books open. I want an account of what you've done with my money, because someone has accused you of being incompetent with my money. Keep going.
For thou mayest be no longer steward.
Meaning what?
Give an account or you're fired.
So you're going to get fired. If what I hear about you is true, you're getting fired. Because I gave you a job. I pay you to manage my money and to manage my goods. But I'm hearing that you're incompetent at it. So give an account of what you've done, because you might get fired today. Keep going.
Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do?
The steward said within himself. What does that mean today? The steward said within himself. No.
He thought about it.
He thought this is a conversation in his head. He's not saying this out loud. He's thinking this. He said within himself, go ahead.
What shall I do?
What am I going to do? Go ahead.
For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship.
Meaning what? What am I going to do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. No.
You about to get fired.
I'm about to get fired. What am I going to do? Ashkarab.
Sorry, because nobody wants to thief, sir.
Okay, he's not being accused of being a thief. He's being accused of being absolutely incompetent. You get my point? Of being horrible at his job. You need that for the breakdown. He's horrible at his job. And the Lord, the boss, has found out. Why? Because people have accused this man of being horrible at his job. So he knows now, once I lay out and open the books, he's going to see I am absolutely horrible at this job. Right? So I'm going to get fired today. So what am I going to do? Keep going.
I cannot dig. To beg, I am ashamed.
Break it down. No, I mean, a buck.
He's saying within himself, like, what am I going to do if I get fired? I can't dig and I don't want to beg.
Yeah, wait, sis.
Pride.
Pride is right there. He's saying, what am I going to do? I cannot dig, meaning my back is not strong. I can't go out and dig ditches and dig fence posts. I can't do manual labor. And to beg, I'm too proud to be out there begging.
Right.
Meaning I know how to do one job and one job only, and that's being steward over this boss's house. I'm too weak to dig ditches, and I'm too proud to beg people. So what in the hell am I going to do? No.
Like I said, he's out there stewardess too.
Say again. Ain't that something? He's awful. He's awful at that also. keep going.
Verse 4. I am resolved what to do.
He had it a bun. He had it, brother in the back who asked the question. He thought of it. He said, I can't do no work. I can't lift that. Can't beg. I got it. I know what I'm going to do. Read.
That when I am put out of the stewardship,
When I get fired, this is what I'll do. Go ahead.
they may receive me into their houses.
I am going to do something so that when I get fired from the stewardship, they will receive me into their houses. Do you know who the they is yet? If not, just wait a second. His plan, 1 second, Saddam. 1 second, sis. His plan was when he gets fired from his boss, they will love me. They will accept me. Here's his plan. Read.
So he called every one of his lord's debtors unto him.
His Lord is the boss. So his Lord has people everywhere that owe his Lord money. Imagine a landlord, right? Everybody has to pay him rent. He manages for the landlord. He's about to get fired. So he goes to all of the people that owe his Lord money, and he says, what?
And said unto the first, how much owest thou unto my Lord?
How much do you owe my boss? Go ahead.
And he said, 100 measures of oil.
Man, I owe him 100 measures of oil. 100. Keep going.
And he said unto him, take thy bill and sit down quickly and write 50.
Let me go into the records. I'm going into the records. And where it says you owe 100, change that to 50 in the official record. Change it. It says, I got it. How much you owe? 100. Solid. Here's your bill. Change it to 50 quickly. Do it fast before somebody finds out. Keep going.
Then he said to another, and how much owest thou?
He got another brother to come in. Go ahead.
And he said, 100 measures of wheat.
This cat owes 100 measures of wheat. Go ahead.
And he said unto him, take thy bill and write 4
Here's your bill. I'm the boss. I'm the manager, so I got your bill right here. Here it is. Change it to what?
Take thy bill and write 4
I forget what 4 is. Something. Shalom. Change it to what? 80. My God. So imagine you go into your landlord's office and the manager saying, how much is your rent every month? $1,500? Listen, change that to $800. What would you feel? You feel gratitude to that person because your debt was great and they made it small. Keep reading.
Verse 8, and the Lord commanded the unjust steward, because he had done wisely.
The Lord commended.
Commended.
Read it again.
And the Lord commended the unjust steward.
So when the Lord, the boss, heard about this plot, he commended him. He said, man, that was smart. That wicked servant I have was smart. He commended that unjust steward. This is why. Go ahead.
Because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
Because he commended him for being so wise. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Any more?
I'm in verse 9 now, sir.
Read.
And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
This is Christ speaking to the Sadducee and Pharisee. Christ just laid out this parable. One time there was a wicked servant who worked for a boss. The boss found out that he was horrible at his job and squandering his money. The boss said, open up the records because I'm going to see if you've been squandering my money. And if you have, you're getting fired. The wicked servant, seeing he was about to get fired, went to all of the people who owed his boss money and changed their debt to a smaller debt, knowing that if the Lord of the house ends his stewardship, he might be friends of them. They might take him in. Christ gave this parable to the Sadducee and Pharisee. And then he told them what?
That when ye fail, it's like, and I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
Read it again.
And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
Read it again.
Make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
Who knows what mammon is? Let's look it up. That's another misunderstood word in the world. Let's look it up first. Let's look it up. Please.
Wealth, or it's like mammon. Wealth regarded as an evil influence or false object of worship and devotion.
Meaning wealth that is gotten through crime, through going against the Most High. Come on.
I was gonna say blood money.
Blood money is a good way to look at it, but it doesn't have to be money you murder over. It could be money you lie for, or conceal a lie for. Could be a bribe. Money that is gotten through it the wrong way to get money. Go ahead. Ill-gotten gain is a good way to describe it. Everybody gets that? Read what Christ just told them again, then you're going to break it down for me.
And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
Christ told the Sadducee and Pharisee, you better go make yourself friends of the mammon of unrighteousness. Come on.
It's like he's speaking to his disciples.
That's not his disciples. You better look up above. This scripture is not his disciples. I'm almost positive. Read a little farther down.
It says in verse 1, it says, and he said unto his disciples.
Even that's he's not talking to disciples right then. He's talking to the Sadducee and Pharisee. Find up. He's talking to his disciples, but about the Sadducee and Pharisee. You can find it somewhere around there. Go ahead.
If I may, verse 8, it kind of breaks that down, sir. It says, for the children of this world are in their generation watching, and the children of light.
Not that. That's not the part I'm talking about. Soccer war.
If I could, sir, it's a parable. He's telling his disciples about the Pharisees.
That's correct. The stewards. Don't let me give you the breakdown yet. Just pause right there. In a second, you're going to break it down to me. But this is not him telling Peter to go out and make himself friends of Mammon. He's talking to Peter and the disciples, but not about Peter and the disciples. All right? Come on. In the parable is not the disciples, which is the point I'm trying to make you get. Come on.
What he says in verse 8, if I may, sir.
Good.
The world are in their generation wise,
meaning definitely the world, definitely not his disciples. Correct. Keep going.
Make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
Make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, meaning ill-gotten gain, meaning money that you get from doing something wrong. Keep going.
That when ye fail.
Marah.
You're right, sir. Like I read in verse 15, he talking about the Pharisees and Sadducees because they were saying that he made friends with sinners.
Right, you'll get it. We'll read this fresh. For time's sake, let's keep going, all right? Keep going.
That when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitation.
That when ye fail, when who fails? Who's they? Abun. The Sadducee and Pharisee. That when ye fail, they may receive you into what?
Everlasting habitation.
What is habitation? Abun.
Like houses.
Housing. You should make friends of the mammon of this world. You should make friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, so that when you fail, they will give you an everlasting habitation. Brother, this is the Christian church in its entirety. It's where preachers come from. It's the basis of everything they teach. It explains every wonder you've ever had about Christians. And it's a black and white thing. Now let's break down the parable. Start from the top. Verse, who is the steward? Marah.
The Pharisees and
The
Sadducees.
Sadducee and Pharisee, or today,
Christian
preachers, right? Christian pastors, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Eddie Long, your grandmama's pastor, every pastor, the pastor down the block, the pastor up the block, right? Every preacher, sis. Right, the preacher right next door. Every preacher, he is the steward. right? And he's a wicked steward.
That's right.
Why? Because he originally was hired to work for who? He originally was hired to work for who? The Most High.
Right.
Right? That is his boss. That is who he was hired to serve. Right? He's a servant of God, right? Give me Jesse Jackson back in the 70s. Show me a picture of Jesse Jackson in the 70s. Let me show you what happens when you realize your boss is about to kick you out. Right? Show me Jesse Jackson in I think it was at the Stax concert in Watts. Jesse Jackson. There might be 1,000 of those in there. The steward is the preacher. The boss is the Most High. And the Most High hired preachers to be what? To represent him to who? To who? He's a steward, right? He's a servant. Well, who are the customers? We are the people. Look at Jesse. Oh, skip up a little bit. That's the one I'm looking for. Look at Jesse Jackson right there. What was popular back then? You know, Oscar. Dashikis, afros, black power, beads. That was popular back then. Show me Jesse Jackson in the 80s running for president. Right? This is why back in the day they were against homosexuality. Now they're for homosexuality. This is why they're against one thing tomorrow. Today, they're for that thing tomorrow. Come on.
And Slakia, sir, during his presidential run, he was against abortion. Sir.
He was against abortion. Then, of course, when it came time to be president, he's pro-abortion. Give me Al Sharpton's views on abortion. It's a video where he says, personally, I'm against abortion, but if the people want to do it, I support and fight for their right to do it. Hold your point 1 second. Now, damn, here's Jesse Jackson now running for president. The red, white, and blue. Go down a little bit. With the red, white, and blue right here. Now he loves America. What changed? I tell you what changed. Whatever you like, he will do. You understand? Farrakhan loves hip hop, I guess. Farrakhan must listen to nothing but hip hop music. How much do you want to bet Farrakhan does not listen to hip hop music? And does not ever listen to these kids talking that garbage he don't understand at all. Farrakhan is what, in his 50s or 60s? You think he loved the Kodak Black and Ja Rule, whoever y'all listen to? I don't listen to it. You think Farrakhan, but Farrakhan is the hip hop minister of all hip hop. You think that's because Farrakhan loves hip hop music and stays current with Future and all your rap people? Or will Farrakhan do and say whatever you want him to do and say? Why? Because his boss has fired him. And please, what do you want to say?
I don't want Jesse Jackson put those red and blue things up there because he knows Edomites and Israelites will like it, but he used to don't like it.
That's correct. You're the brother of Ant. He knew that. Look at him now. In the 70s, y'all want this? I'll give you some of that. Y'all like it? Take it. In the 80s, you want this? I'll give you some of this too. I'll give you whatever you want. Why? Because I don't work for God. I work for you. You understand? God threw me away a long time ago when he saw how corrupt I was and incompetent I was. But I had a good idea. If God won't pay me, if he won't hire me, you will hire me. I just have to do one thing for you. What's the thing that he had to do? Knock.
Lower his debt. I don't know how you gonna put it.
Sis, you got your hand up?
Compromise.
You right there. You right there. Right there. 1 second.
Yeah, tell you the lies, tell you what you want to hear.
Let me give it to you. All of you are right. Hold your point. He lessened your responsibility to God. You understand? God gave you you owe him 100 measures of wheat. He said, write down 50. So now, when you go to serve God, you don't owe him perfection the way you actually do. You don't owe him to never eat pork, to never eat shrimp, to never lie, to never steal. He gives you the gray area you're looking for. He gives you enough leeway and enough room to sin and yet not be held in debt for those sins. You know what he tells you? God loves you no matter what you do. He does. You know what? You're my preacher. I'm picking you as my preacher. Matter of fact, I'm going to pick you my preacher. I decided that you the man of God I like today. You get my point? Because he has lessened my debt. Hold your point up. Because he has lessened my debt to God, I will house him. I will make sure he never has to dig ditches or beg on the street. Because I did owe the Lord my life.
That's right.
Now I don't. Now I owe him what? Tithes. Solid. You know, you could pay tithes in the church and murder your children, and no one will say that you're a bad person. That's a pretty good deal if you think about it. That's 10% of your earnings in church to have abortions. You brothers in here. Now imagine how sick you have gotten of your wife. You brothers that are married to women in the school, or married to women, period, in the school, out the school. How many times have you wanted to leave them? Well, you'd be like, I'm leaving this woman. But because you're in the UPK, we don't let you leave her. If you were Christians, for 10% of your check, you could leave that woman. You could leave her and get with somebody new and younger. Ooh-wee. That's worth 10%. You could divorce sisters. You tired of your man, he talking to other women? For 10% of your money, you could leave that man and go get with Trey Songz. Man, that's worth it. It's just worth it. He waiting on you, obviously, right? He's singing to you every day. You could leave that nigga and leave him alone. Take his money, ruin his life, put him on child support, and get you a better man. All for 10% of your check. That's a good deal.
Oh,
Christians in the world, the children of the world are wiser than the children of light. See, we the dummies that decide to pay the full debt. You understand? That's how stupid we are. We're so dumb, we say, nah, I'm paying 100 measures a week. Nah, no thank you. Preacher, you offered me a lesser debt. You offered me a place where I could eat anything I want, have sex with anything I'd want to have sex with, and all you want from me is a donation. Salakia but la'ah. I'll give the Lord every penny of what I owe him. Every drop, because we're not as wise as them. But these people out here, they're smarter than us. And they decide for the right to be homosexual, for the right to be gay and lesbian and LGBTQB, and to be on the down low, and to be a drug dealer, and to be a liar and a thief, it's good enough to give Farrakhan a donation. Right? Farrakhan isn't asking for rappers to become Muslim. You notice that, right? No, nobody has to become Muslim for Farrakhan to love you. You can be whatever the hell you want to be. He's fine with that because he works for you. We, on the other hand, in the UPK, we work for God. We are good at this job. We didn't get fired. You understand? We started this job in 1969, and our boss kept us on because we did it, and we are completely competent at it. But preachers have decided a long time ago, when Paul and Christ was on the scene, they began to know that they were going to lose the priesthood. They began to see it happening. That's why they killed Christ, because they knew that these brothers coming up now, we're going to lose our job with God. I know God is with this man. Why? Because the dead rose and the blind saw and the crippled walk. Now, if you're in the Sadducee and Pharisee, you're going, I can't raise the dead. God must want him to have my job. I got it. I got it. You follow me, you can sin all you want. God loves you no matter what you do. God knows your heart. You have a personal relationship with Jesus. Whatever you do is covered in the blood of Jesus. You're perfect just the way you are. Don't ever change. Don't ever let anybody change you. You're wonderful, and nothing can stop you. Yes, you should have everything. Just touch this and you're going to get a promotion. You're going to get everything you want. You want it, you got it. You want a promotion, you get the promotion. You want that new car, you get that new car. You want to hit the lotto, you're getting the lotto. You're doing it. And you sitting there like, thank you. I really appreciate that. Can I give you a donation? Will you take a little something? Zadok. Yes, they do, Zadok. That's what they say. All right, everybody gets it. That's the Christian church. It's everything you ever seen. Come on.
Yeah, that hurt me though. I'm still struggling because after I broke my neck, they calling me. I wrote it down last time. So I needed a SSI. Now it's like I don't feel like I need it anymore. But they calling me to give me the SSI because they don't want to give me the money that's in Washington. I
understand.
So I told them, I said, when I moved from New York to Houston, Texas, you guys took my unemployment away and never give it to me, even though I moved to the same United States. Now you calling me, they wanting to give me the SSI so you wouldn't give me my millions of dollars?
Let me explain what's happening. These situations like that seem strange when you're going through, but what you'll come to realize is that everyone is going through that same thing with government facilities and with government agencies. That is how they work. What you need is to not handle those things alone. You contact the camp leader in Philadelphia, you get some counsel, and together as a family, we'll work through that system and maneuver our way through it to get everything that the Most High wants you to have, all right? Just talk to the camp leader in here to help you out. Mayaka, Soccer Boy, you got it, all right? Soccer Boy, you're there, right? The sister, all right? Everybody understands this breakdown, right? That's the Sadducee and Pharisee. They're doing what you want. Find me Al Sharpton running for president. When they asked him about does he support gay marriage, I believe, or homosexuality? It's a video. If you can find that, that's an excellent video to see too, all right? Next. Oh, remember, you had questions, right?
Right.
I'll give you a second. You can hold off on this. Just give me the question first.
Khan. We had some questions from some brothers last week. They didn't get their question answered. Amos chapter 9, verse 2. And then another brother, he had a question in Amos 9 and 9.
Amos 9 and 2, let's go. Someone read it. You said Amos 9 and 9 also?
That was a separate question, but in the same.
Let's go.
Amos chapter 9, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down. Verse 3.
That precept is another excellent one to prove what hell is. All right, to prove what hell actually is in the Bible. That's another precept, all right? Officers, I'm going to ask you in a second, what is hell? All right, and you be ready with the answer. Let's go up one verse. Go ahead.
Verse 1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them.
The lintel of the door is like the side of the door. It holds up the top of the door, right? So smack the side of the door so the top of the door can shake and the whole thing can come down. Keep going.
And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away.
This is an excellent precept for what? For the white man. That's right. For the Most High destroying anybody. And the greatest destruction that's coming is the destruction to the white man that's coming when Christ returns, all right? So you can definitely use this precept for that. Come on.
I was actually going to say, Haka Adawan.
Give him a hand. Yeah, right. Haka Adawan. Please do say. Yes, this is a precept for that. Read it, and you can also, and you should know what the precept is for this by now. Keep going.
And he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
He that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Meaning what? The people that get away, they still not going to be safe.
Right.
Even if you find some way to flee out of America and run and hide somewhere in the Colorado, what's that spot they got in Colorado, Morale? Go ahead. No, they got some base in the Colorado mountains, deep under the ground, like hell, under the ground. What's the name? It's in the Colorado. Not that. That's in Nevada. It's a bunker deep. Look up military base in Colorado underground. It's deep under there. It ain't no secret spooky conspiracy. It's flat out on TV. Everybody talks about it. It's where they can launch nuclear missiles from if they fought the Russians. It's some military base in Colorado. All right, underground.
Slocky, I made the private sector Esau is doing that also. It costs you $1 million a state.
Oh, these things are everywhere. Washington, D.C. is just a one big bunker underground for senators and congressmen. There's hotels where in this hotel has a door, and you open this door and you in a city underground. I ain't making this up. You can just go Google it, and they got the videos where they went and showed it. All of it was for the Russians, so-called. All of it was because they were fighting the Russians, and they were worried about a nuclear attack by the Russians. So they went and built these places. Cheyenne Mountain, that's it. Read that, please.
The Cheyenne Mountain Complex is a military installation and nuclear bunker located in Colorado Springs, Colorado, at the Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station, which hosts the activities of several tenant units. Also located in Colorado Springs is the Peterson Air Force Base.
Skip down the overview.
The overview. Formerly the Center for the United States Space
Skip down
Command.
the main chambers, for time's sake.
Main chambers. The complex was built under 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet of granite. That's where this thing is at. That's 2,000 feet under the ground. Go ahead.
Of granite on two
hectares, whatever the hell that is. What's that about? A hectare. It's big. Right? If a bond don't know what it is, goddamn, it must be supernatural. 2 hectares. Oh, they got it right there. 5 acres. All right. So 5 acres is 2 hectares. Keep going.
15 3-story buildings are protected from a movement by an earthquake or explosion by a system of giant springs that the buildings sit on and flexible pipe connectors to limit the operational effect of movement.
Imagine how safe you would feel in there. You would feel like nothing could get you. Read. No, read that again. Read what was reading in the back. Read again.
And he that escapeth of them should not be delivered.
You would feel so safe in there, wouldn't you? This thing will not make you safe.
That's right.
No white man, hold your point out. No white man will be safe in that.
That's right.
None. And they feel so safe. 2,000 hectares under the Gibbler, please. They feel safe. And they are not safe under there. Right? Keep going.
Verse 2. Though they dig into hell.
Though they do what?
Though they dig into hell.
Though they do what?
Though they dig into hell.
Though they dig into hell. Officers, what is hell? That's correct.
Underground, sir.
Hell, whenever you read about hell, it is not a spooky place, a supernatural place. Hell is what, Ariana? So every hell is a pit or somewhere down low? Knock.
It's a cave in the ground.
Daniela. So which one is right? Soccer wall.
Hell is 2 things in the
So what is soccer? I mean, how many years I got to say that? I'm going on vacation. I'm going to leave about here and take a break. Now y'all going to go into them hectares and hide from y'all. Hell is, whenever you read about hell in the Bible, it is one of 2 things. Either a condition of destruction and poverty that people are under, or a physically being under the ground.
That's right.
You get my point? When the Bible says Christ went into hell 3 days, he went under the ground 3 days in a sepulcher, in a grave. Hell is a hole in the ground. Hell comes from the term Sheol. Sheol, which is a big pit that the bodies of sinners were thrown in because they did not give them a respectable burial. Because they were, hold your point up, because they were adulterers and sinners, so they wouldn't give them a righteous burial. They throw their bodies in a pit. That pit began to be called hell because it was a deep hole in the ground, sis. That same thing happens today, correct. Right. Potter's Field, go ahead.
So it was like next to the grave?
The grave is where the word hell comes from. A grave is hell in the Bible. It's a hole in the ground. Living in a cave would be hell. You get my point? It's a horrible condition under the ground. Go ahead.
But why do people like going to be in the ground?
Because they're hoping to be safe when Christ returns to kill them. Why is Christ going to kill them? Because they enslaved black people, killed black people. So that's you rock that out. So that's they're going to go hide in there from our king. It won't work.
That's right.
Everybody understands.
That's right.
Hold your point. Though you dig down into hell. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 2. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them.
Then shall my hand take them. They're going to be ripped right out of Cheyenne Mountain. Keep going.
Though they climb up to heaven.
Though they do what?
Though they climb up to heaven.
Though they do what?
Though they climb up to heaven.
So now this is something deep down in the ground. Where else do white people go hide?
I want the International Space Station.
The International Space Station. Pull it up on the screen. Where they decide, and this you hear, this is always talked about on science fiction shows, that we have to get off of the earth because the earth is going to be too populated. Soon the ocean sea levels will rise, and this is going to happen. So we have got to populate Mars. We got to go to Mars. We got to go to space stations because we have got to get off of the earth. That is a man running. You understand? That's a fugitive. They got a bad press to get off of the earth, and it keeps them up at night. Well, they're trying to get off of this planet as fast as they can because they are, read my mind, fugitives and vagabonds. In that mansion, with that beachfront property, they feel like, I gotta go to Mars. I'm gonna die if I stay here. I'm gonna die if I stay here. The ocean levels sea levels are rising. The water is polluted. I got to get out of here. And they're gonna go build a space station to run from justice. You understand? From justice. Will it help them? Read it. Read, please.
Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down.
Come on, man. That thing is coming right out the sky. The same way it went up, it's coming right down.
That's right.
It's not going to be a big deal. It won't be theatrical. It's just going to fall out the sky and land right on the earth. And then you open the door up and snatch the white man out of it. Hand him a shovel and a broom and farming equipment and tell him you need fresh eggs by the morning. Right. That's it. You tell that devil, I eat breakfast around about 6:30-ish. Right. I expect fresh eggs to be coming out of a chicken's behind from you. Everybody gets the point. All right. All right. That's the breakdown on that. Give me the other precept that he asked for.
Amos 9 and 9.
9 and 9. Read that.
Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve.
Sift. A sieve is that's the right way to pronounce it. Sieve is good enough. Go ahead. That's a strainer. That's what you would call today a strainer. All right. Go ahead.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
You get the point. Meaning he's going to strain out the children of Israel. But a sieve is a fine strainer. Meaning it catches everything that needs to be caught. all right, and a fine strainer like that. Though he's going to sift you from all the other nations, not one seed will fall on the ground, meaning he's not going to miss one of you. Come on.
Like, so the brother asked this question on Thursday when you were talking about how there's pockets of Israelites over across the earth. Right. We're not going to get to everybody, but they're not going to be missed. That's what he asked.
That's the point. They're not going to be missed because they live in Poland, or they live in Africa, or they live in Russia. It's fine. They'll be fine. The Lord won't forget that some Israelite lives in Poland that loves the Lord and supports the school. He won't forget him. These angels write records down, brother. That's right. They write down what the hell you're doing, and they're not going to forget that brother living over there in Poland. Come on.
Oh, it's like say, if I could, like say, when Christ turned that crack in the sky, 200 million angels, it's gonna come with the chariots. Damn right. Gonna cover the earth. So, and you're gonna be safe, and he gonna be.
They're gonna be about their business, right? They're not gonna mess up their job. Their job is to save Israel.
That's right.
So why do you have to? If you're in Poland somewhere, you don't have to leave it because the Lord can't find you there. The Lord can find you wherever you are. He's the Lord. You get the point, right? The problem is, will you find him? That's what's more difficult. Will you look for him? That's the big question. And some of the idiots can't find him living in Jerusalem. They can't find him. Hold your point 1 second. I gotta keep going, all right? We're tight at the time. Next question. Am I done with that or not? Was that his question? So, any other questions?
Khan, a brother asked for Jeremiah 31:27. He said, what is the seed of the beast?
Let's go. You just jogged my memory about something somebody asked me. Shout out to the Baltimore Cam, gave a good barbecue yesterday. Right. That's right. He cooked some good lamb out there. I ate all of it. Every bit I could get of it. That's right. You know, my diet is almost 100% meat. And I got it all in out there that day.
That's right.
Let's go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 37. This said the Most High, if in heaven above can be measured, also cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said the Most High.
Right, this is Jeremiah 31 or something, right?
31, 37.
Barah, you read it, all right? This is Jeremiah. He wants to break down on this.
Right, he asked for the seed of the beast. I'm trying to figure out what
that doesn't sound like that's there. Is that right there?
It's in verse 27.
Right, read 27. Go ahead.
Yeah, right, 27.
The brother can take it. Go ahead and take it out.
Jeremiah 31:27. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man.
Keep going.
And with the seed of beast.
Keep going.
And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them, to pluck up and break down, and to throw down, and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant.
Okay, first just give me what it's talking about. Give me the breakdown. The days come when I will do what? Read again.
That I will sow the house of Israel.
So we know who that is, right? That we clear on, the house of Israel. Blacks and Hispanics, Native American Indians. I will sow, the word sow means plant. I will plant the house of Israel, go ahead.
And the house of Judah.
Meaning both parts of our nation, blacks and Hispanics, Israel and Judah, Hispanics and black people, all right? I will plant them with, go ahead.
With the seed of man.
With the seed of man, go ahead. And now we know what about man already. We know that man is not Israel. Right? That much you got to see already. Because he said the seed of Israel and Judah with the seed of man. So if you understand context, then you know that man cannot be Israel and Judah. They have to be two separate things, sis. That the Bible is there Bibles in the back for her? For what? Just ask the guard. He can give you a Bible if you need one. All right. For what? Go ahead.
And with the seed of beast.
With the seed of man and the seed of beast. All right. Just stay right there. Keep going.
And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them.
Like as I have watched over who? upon
Seed of Israel.
the seed of Israel and the seed of Judah. Go ahead.
To pluck up and to break down.
I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down. Keep reading.
And to throw down.
And to throw down. Go ahead.
And to destroy.
And to destroy. Go ahead.
And to afflict.
Keep going.
So will I watch over them to build and to plant.
Stop. Just as I have watched over them to pluck down, to destroy, I will watch over them now to build and to plant. So the Most High is saying there's a time coming when I am going to sow the seed of Israel with the seed of man and beast. And just as I have watched over them to do what?
To pluck up.
To pluck up. What does pluck up mean? Imagine a tree or plant. It's growing, and you take it and rip it out the ground. Is that good for the plant or bad for the plant? Bad for the plant, right? You rip it up out the ground. Go ahead. That's what the Most High has watched over us to do. He has made sure to rip us out the ground. He ripped us out of our land in the Garden of Eden. He ripped us out of the nation of Israel. He moved us time and time again. We moved all over the globe through slavery. Even here in America, you have brothers starving to death in Mississippi and had to go leave and go to Chicago. That was the land of their salvation. That's how black people got in Chicago, running from death in Mississippi, and they ran into the violence in Chicago. Ran from Alabama into South Central Los Angeles. Most people in Philadelphia, I think, are from North Carolina, South Carolina, running from the death down there in South Carolina, ran right into 8th and Dolphin, ran right into Camden, New Jersey. That was our salvation. That's where we fled to for help. Well, the Most High has plucked us out the ground. Wherever we try to grow roots. I was talking to GEN.YAHANNA the other day. I go by the cities all over the damn country traveling with GEN.YAHANNA. And you know what I always notice? What are those things called? Storage units. So much so that I drive, and there's a lot of storage units. And of course, I'm a counselor in the school, so you can imagine how many times I hear about storage units. Somebody got something in storage, need to get their things out of storage, need to put their things in storage. And I think to myself, the white man must truly know something. I mean, okay, there's only one reason for you to need a storage unit. Right. What's the one reason for you to need a storage unit? If you are not only not having a home, because if you're a cat that grew up in a shelter or homeless your whole life, you still wouldn't have enough things for a storage unit because you've never accumulated enough things. A storage unit is only necessary if you had a home and then lose it. That's right. Now you need a storage unit because you had an apartment and you're getting evicted. You had a house and now you're losing it. So now, of course, you don't have space anymore for all of the things that you have accumulated. I go all over the country, I can see how many of them it is. And for them to have so many of these things can't work without evictions. You understand? It's a bad investment to make a storage unit place unless you know people is getting evicted. Right. And storage unit places exist because white people must know, oh yeah, we evicting them every minute of the day. Right. And where they gonna put all of that, all their sweaters and hoodies and stuff from college and old typewriters and old sewing machines. And they're gonna put it in the storage, pay every month for the storage because you've taken a loss in life. You understand? Storage units can only exist if you take a loss in life that now means I got no place to live. I had a place to live, but I lost it. Now the storage unit becomes where my things go. I live on whoever's couch I can get on. Right. Come on.
It's like the other one, if I made, and they're a gold mine, so capitalism.
Brother, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, you want to go invest in, you get a storage unit, that thing is getting filled because the white man will be kicking people out of their homes every minute of the day. Sis. Yikes. Come on.
It's like the other one, they have a camera, we can't do that, and they're going to kick you out of that storage unit too.
Get evicted from the storage unit. Yeah, you got to get a storage unit for the storage unit. Another thing, dollar stores.
Oh, man.
I said, damn, a dollar store pop up everywhere. They know that they're going to take everything from you but that dollar. They know that's all you're going to have. And so dollar stores pop up everywhere because they are going to take everything from you but 99 cents. Done, y'all. Everybody gets it, right? Come on.
I got a question for you, sir. In Amos chapter 9 and 3.
1 second before I make sure I'm done here.
Okay,
What is, so now we know the Lord was watching over us to destroy us. But he prophesied the time coming when he would watch over us to build us, to protect us, right? Even though we were what? Sold amongst man and beast. No, even though we were sown, raise your hand next time. Even though we were sown amongst man and beast, meaning what? Yes, he went to destroy you. He plucked you out of your land and he planted you with men and beasts, but he's still going to build you. He's still going to save you. He's still going to deliver you. And like in the past, when he would set out to destroy you, in the future, he's going to build you. This is a prophecy about Yahawashi. We're scattered in every nation amongst other people, yet and still we're finding the truth and serving Christ.
Right.
He's building us while we're sown with these men and beasts. What are the men?
Other nations, Chinese, Japanese.
What are the beasts?
White people.
SHALAM. That's I thought y'all had that half an hour into this breakdown. You know who the beast is.
That's right.
He's a beast, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And the Edomites.
That's the same thing. Give him a hand. That's correct. Everybody gets that. That's the breakdown on that. All right. Please in the back.
So we're precept is we're group 2 and 9.
Let me hear it.
Where it says, wherefore the Lord watched over us for evil.
Yes, that's definitely a precept. And earlier, the one about though thou climb into the clefts of the rock, there's another precept for that too, isn't it? In Revelations. Where's the other one at?
Revelation 6 and 14.
Right. That's what you need for that one about though you dig into hell. That's the precept you need to go with that. All right. Is it Revelation 6 and 14? Is that right? Go ahead.
Revelation 6 and 14 through 16.
There you go. That's the one for the though they dig into hell, though they climb into the heaven. All talking about how when Christ returns, white people will try to hide on the moon, in the space station, underground, and he's just going to get ripped out and be put on farming duty. All right, wherever he is.
Right.
All right. Anything else? That's correct.
So I got one. Amos 9 and 3. Could that be precept with Isaiah 27?
Let me hear it.
Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1. In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea.
Yes. There's 2 Leviathans in the scripture. One speaking about an actual Leviathan, which is like a crocodile. You can imagine that. And then it's a metaphor calling the white man a serpent, a crocodile, a lizard, a snake. You get the point, all right? Anything else?
It's Hosea chapter 7, verse 8. The question was, what is Ephraim? What does it mean when it says Ephraim is a cake not turned?
Let's go to it fast.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 8.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Read one more time.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Break it down. That's correct.
He has mixed himself with the other heathens, sir. Nowadays, you got dark skin and light skin.
Well, let's first go to the metaphor. You get a cake. How does a cake turn? What makes a cake turn? In the back, Yakwa.
If I make it, when you bake it, you flip it over.
Right, heat. Right? Come on.
When you mix it?
No, when you cook it. When you cook the cake, come on. That's it. Just think you got to cook a cake. This is the metaphor. You got a cake. It's a raw cake, right? Just think about the cake. Then you put it in the oven, and then it turns. It looks different after it comes out the oven, right? And the cake is not like, don't think cake like cake today. Think cake bread. That's what cake is. That's what this would be. Come on. That's skin color is definitely what it's talking about. Give her a hand. That's a good one. All right. That's definitely. But not just skin color, but this skin color allows them to do what they want to do in their wickedness. You understand? And Judites, you just as bad. Because Judites do the exact same thing. Hold your point 1 second now. But Ephraimites, this is part of their carnality and who they are carnally. That thing that you have to fight about yourself. There is a thing in Ephraimites that would like to capitalize on their complexion to mix in with white people.
Right.
And that's what the Bible is saying. Hold your point 1 second now. They are as a cake unturned. A cake goes into the oven, light, comes out brown. This cake doesn't come out brown. This is a cake unturned. You understand? This cake stays light. And because this cake stays light, this cake is able to do what it would like to do, which is pass for being white, right? That is something, brother, that is as old as captivity. Passing for being white, right? You had an entire war in Africa over it with the Tutsis and the Hutus. One of them is the one who were light-skinned Africans. They worked in the house. The other ones was the darker ones. And they had a genocide in Rwanda fighting each other. I think 1 million people got killed. And they got killed with hatchets. Look up that. The Rwandan genocide, Hutus and the Hutus. Forget about here in America. Y'all still can't stand Tazaryak because he light-skinned. Y'all hate Tazaryak. You hate Tawar. You hate Katazar. You hate everybody that's light-skinned because that is an old beef in our people. That beef comes from certain light-skinned ones passing, acting like they're white, pretending they're white, and of course your dark behind sitting there looking at them like, I'm killing you the first chance I get. You get my point? White people treat them better. They're able to act like they're white, fool some people into thinking that they're white, and it's wrong and it's carnal. You get the point? And that's what the Bible is saying about Ephraim. He's like a cake unturned. Read it one more time. I gotta go. Rwandan genocide. You read up on that on your own. This comes from a beef in the African community about light and dark. In the African people's community. And the white man, of course, would start to breed some of them lighter and darker. They weren't in slavery, but they were just his servants. He worked for him. But he would want them to make, he just says, it's as simple as just saying, light-skinned people are fair and they're more beautiful. Before you know it, 2 light-skinned people are trying to make a baby. You get my point? A lot of you Judites wouldn't try to get a mixed baby. You love to go find a way to get a mixed baby so they can have good hair. Not that horrible hair you got, but good hair. You get my point? That's where the whole thing starts to come from. And then now we hate each other because one of us is trying to join another nation, and those of us who can't join that nation resent him for it. Hold your point. But go ahead, read.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
He hath done what?
Mixed himself among the people.
That's what he did. That's Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
She uses that light skin to her advantage. Right. That tail is all the way Israelite. All right. But that skin, yeah, maybe she's a Ben Affleck. Maybe she's one of Ben Affleck's people. She uses it to her advantage and became a famous superstar because of it. Hold your point 1 second. I gotta wrap it up. You get the point. That's a lot of people like that. Tons of them like that. Keep going.
Ephraim is a cake, not turf.
That's him. The Most High is saying that's him. You get the point. Come on.
It's like if I could too, hey, you said that because Judah, Jakes in the world say a lot of them say they're Africans. A lot of Ephraim say that they're Spaniard or Italian.
All the time. You get some Jake, he be like, I'm African. You ask a Puerto Rican brother, what are you? He says, I'm Spanish.
Right.
And then you go, well, who was Spanish?
Right.
Huh? Who? Why do you say you were Spanish? Well, you see, I'm light skinned, and he'll do the same stupidity that black people do. They think because they're dark, they're the deepest, darkest Saharan, African person in the world because they're dark skinned. They think that they're somehow African, and you're light skinned, so that means you got white blood in your family. And all of it is a ton of myth, like mulatto, and all of those stupid words that mean nothing.
That's right.
Like 1 drop of black blood means that what in the hell is that? 1 drop. Who's measuring the drops? Who went and calculated all the drops? How many drops do you have in you if you got somebody white in your family? 15, 20 drops? That's nonsense.
Right.
It's what you tell the people who are uneducated. So you can say he has 1 drop of blood. That means who is measuring these drops of blood in black people? It's nonsense, all right? You are what your father is.
Yes, right.
Done. Everybody hold your point a second. I don't have time. Everybody gets the point?
Come.
With that, we good? With that, pass the class over. Please, officer.